What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Daily Wisdom. We spend 10, 15 minutes diving into some personal growth wisdom principles to be able to help implement your lives, your businesses, your families, things that can help you to achieve breakthroughs in your life. And today we're going to be talking about the easiest success hack in the world. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, like this, share this. Also, we put all these replays up on our YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, great to see you as well too. And let us know where you're coming in from. Let us know where you're coming in from as you're watching this. We'd love to see this. And if you want, we do this live. So we have a Zoom room that anyone is welcome to join. And it's always great to see everybody. I think it's a good way to start your day. So shout out to our Zoomers. What's up, Pam and Marla and Angie and Annette and Stacy, Julie. Great to see you all. And I love that we have students of wisdom. Because if you seek wisdom, everything else is going to be a lot easier right there. Okay. So as we're going into the end of this year, this is one of those times where I've said a couple things like end 2022 the way you would want to end 2023. This is the time to really be able to dive down and be in deep reflection as well too about this year as well. I'm sure there's things that have been incredible. And there's also things that you want to have improvement on as well too. And as we view how to make the next year our breakthrough year, how do you think differently so that you can achieve different results? So one thing that I like to do, and this philosophy really, really changed my life, and I wonder if it will change your life as well too, is Jim Rohn said, look at what the 98% of people are doing and don't do what they do. And so I heard that for the first time. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Perhaps you've heard this adage, this story. There's a person that's looking at someone and they're walking on a sidewalk. And there's this big old hole in the sidewalk. Can you imagine like one of those, I forgot what those are called, but like a hole just opens up in a sidewalk, right? And what happens is a person's watching as other people are walking potholes. Exactly. A person is watching people walk over this pothole. So the first person starts to walk, doesn't know where he's walking, falls into the hole. Okay. That first person was like, all right, that kind of sucks. The second person that's walking towards this pothole sees what it is that the other person just did. And it's like, there's a pothole. When I walk towards it, let me walk around it. And then there's a third person that sees everything that goes on and he just walks and he just levitates over the pothole. Now, we called it a miracle right there. So in terms of breakthroughs in our life, in terms of wisdom in our life, there's kind of three levels of those breakthroughs, right? I won't talk about the miraculous today, but there are such things as miracles. But the first is this. Number one is you can learn from your own mistakes. Number two, you can learn from the mistakes of other people. Be observant. Be wise. In fact, it's much better to do it that way many times, right? Because this way you don't have to go through the mistakes. And what's important is this, is as we go through our life, one success principle, one success hack that we can just think of is this. In the areas, I want us all to think about an area in our lives that we want to have breakthrough right now. Perhaps it's in your business, your finances, perhaps it's in your self-esteem, perhaps it's in your mentality, perhaps it's in your emotions, your family, perhaps it's in your health. And just think to yourself this, what are the things that I am doing right now in that place that I know if I look around me, other people, most other people probably do. I'll give one specific example. For most people in the world, when a change happens, I'll give you an example, right? So in our business, we have this cool band. It's like this electromagnetic frequency thing. It's a really cool band. There's a lot of cool health benefits. And this thing's been flying off the shelves because our team's loving it, for example, right? Whether it's this, and we have some other cool products. Actually, this one too. this is like a cool human growth hormone stimulating product. What happens is in all businesses, there's times when there's something called a back order, right? A back order, what happens is, well, they run out. So they have to fill an inventory, right? So back orders. So when back orders happen, when barriers happen, what most people in the world do, and I've seen across the world, man, people wreck mayhem. It's intense. In my entire 10 plus years of business history, I've seen this time and time again. This is what most people do. This is the reaction. It is complaint. It is worry. It is concern. It is, what are we going to do? What's going on? Why is this happening? Oh my goodness. So most people, that's what they do. So if we're taking this principle of success hack, look at what most people do and don't do what they do. Look to the other way. The other way, look to what the 2% do. The 2% of people, they respond. So there's reacting and there's responding. There's reacting, there's responding. So this is what we ended up doing. So I heard about the situation and obviously want to rectify it because of a lot of people that are interested in this as well too. And obviously I want the product as well. And there's things that we want as well too. And what we did was this. Number one, first, understand that's normal. Things happen. You know, I'm thankful for in this situation. My response was this. I'm like, I'm just thankful that this company in the last couple of years through COVID, who here knows, maybe you've ordered something this last couple of years, maybe on Amazon or at the store, or maybe if you've been remodeling a house or something like that, right? Things have been on back order, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know things that have been like delayed the last couple of years because of supply chain, right? During COVID, they shut down a lot of these transport systems and it was intense, right? It was really, really intense. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what was amazing is with this company in particular, like they're so good at what they do. They avoided these back order situations really well. It felt like there was no COVID in this company when it came to the product supply of things. So first I was thankful. I'm like, all right, this happened. Number two, I also looked at it this way. I'm like, this is an opportunity. You know what that means? It means that if something's sold out, that means people want it. That means that our team has been so on fire with this. I heard one of our teammates, Lily, she sold at least 24 of these already. And I know there's many teammates I see, Angie on the line, for example, I don't know how much her and her team have sold. It's like nuts. I wonder if Angie, if you have a number, I'd love to know, actually. I'd love to promote that. Like it's intense. That means like, it's good. It's hot. That means it's something good, right? I think when it comes to promoters, you know, I think about scarcity is a very big marketing tool. You think about the club. No one wants to go to the club where there's no line out the door, right? You want to go to the club or the restaurant where there's lines out the door. You're like, oh my gosh, FOMO, I need to be in there. So this creates a FOMO opportunity. You know, so knowing that there's opportunities there and we need to pivot. And then the final thing that we did as well too is 20-ish. Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. The final thing is find the solution. Find the solution. So I ended up reaching out directly to the developer of this band thing. I'm waiting on a response. And I'm just like, let's figure it out. Let's see what we can do. Control what we can control. And just using that as a situation. But as a general principle, success hack is don't do what the 98% do and strive in the situations that you want breakthrough in your life right now to do what the 2% do. And specifically when you're looking at a challenge or a barrier or a struggle, pause and reflect. And instead of reacting to the situation, find ways to respond to the situation differently. And that's going to automatically move you towards the crowd of success. So I want to ask you this question. In your life right now, what is your band backorder situation? What are the things that are not going according to plan? What are the things that are struggles? What are the things that are just like tough, what are the things that are they're barriers right now? Your business, your life, your finances, your health, your relationships. And I want us to evaluate that with a new perspective. All right, evaluate that with a new perspective. And I challenge you to respond to the situation and just think, how would the 2% think about this? And if you do that, you discipline your disappointment and you focus on how to retune these types of things, you will find that your life is going to be so much easier, so much less stress. People are going to start to follow you. People are going to start to respect you. And you're going to be moving towards the directions that you want to be able to go to as well, too. You're going to be the go-to person when it comes to any solution out there. And it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. But if you can think of something in your life right now that you can respond to even better, put it 2 in the chat. Put it 2 in the chat. We all have those situations, right? But if you are someone that wants to spend, I will give you updates soon on this. I'm hopefully expectant of this. And other than that, super proud of you guys. All right. So if this empowered you, if this helped you, like this, share this, tag someone on this as well too. And we also put this all onto our YouTube, so you can subscribe and replay that as well. And if you want to come to our live Zoom room, you're more than welcome to as well. It's nice to see everybody here. Always. Julia didn't say hi to you as well too. And other than that, we'll be back on tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'm actually excited. I'm going to talk about how to counterbalance overwhelm. I think that'll be a fun one as well too. All right, everyone. And that, so appreciate y'all for being on here today. We'll talk soon.